Hey everyone! So today Emmett is 12 weeks old. If you notice on the wall behind me, it's only showing 11 weeks. That's because Justin and I we don't do a check mark unless we're both here. Excuse me, and he's currently out on his nightly walk with Emmett. It's about 10:30, and almost every night Justin puts on the Moby. I know, I never thought he'd be a Moby dad. Puts on the Moby and he takes Emmett out for a walk. They're usually gone about an hour, sometimes longer, and he walks them all around the complex and sometimes over to CVS, and they just do a nice walk. Emmett usually falls asleep in the beginning. Sometimes he stays awake the whole time. It's just a nice break that Justin gives me, and they get out of the house and I can do whatever I want, whether it's clean, work on my blog, which I finally just started again, or pack, which we're currently in the process of doing. That's one of the topics I wanted to talk about this week. So I had made or Justin did anyway, a vlog about putting Emmett in daycare, or not wanting to put him in daycare, and we actually have a solution to the whole thing. I'm very happy to say I don't have to go back to work, but with that also comes, it's kind of bittersweet because we'll have to leave San Diego. We can't afford to stay here on just Justin's salary. And we don't really have any family. Not really. We don't have any family super close by. My parents are about 3 hours away, and his dad is about an hour and a half away. So anyway, what we've decided to do is we will be moving back in, I shouldn't say back in, we'll be moving in with my mom and stepdad for a year or two, so that way I can stay home with Emmett and he won't have to go into daycare. We'll be able to save a lot of money, and more importantly, I'll get to stay home with him. Justin's job is flexible enough that he's able to, he works from home, so it shouldn't be a problem for him to move that way. I told my work about a week or 2 weeks ago, that was my plan, and they are nice enough to let me work from home part-time, knowing that home will be at my mom's house 3 hours away. And that's really great, so I'll get to make a little bit extra money on the side. They aren't set hours, so just whenever I get the work done in a timely manner, obviously, but it doesn't matter if it's 3 a.m. or 3 p.m., so I'll have some flexibility there. What else? It was a bit of a, killed my ego a little bit to have to do this, mostly because, and it's not so much like moving back in with my mom. We don't have to do it. It's more, I guess, a choice, because we could stay living in San Diego and put him in daycare, but I don't know, things would just suck in my opinion. But more so of like where my parents live. It's somewhere I swore I would never move back to, and I stayed away for 10 years, and because I'm not going back for good, so that's the good news. It's just a weird thing to say, you know, because I just always talk so much crap about it, and now here we go. I'm actually more surprised that Justin was on board with it. Kind of his idea as well, but he just knew how much it meant to me, and really to both of us, to not have to put Emmett in daycare. So with that said, Emmett and I will be moving this Friday, or Saturday technically, so in like 6 days. And Justin will stay down in San Diego through the month of October to be able to sell stuff on Craigslist. We need to sell our couches, our fridge, and a bunch of other stuff. We are putting quite a bit in storage, like dishes and different things we'll want once we move out from my mom's. And with that, my mom and stepdad, they have a huge house, so we'll have our own room there, and they'll have his own room. We'll have our offices set up in the pool house in the back. Plenty of square footage to roam around and not be on top of each other. My parents are also, they travel a lot, so they're not always there all the time. So it sounds like most of the time we may even be there by ourselves. The other perk to moving out to that area is my whole family is out there for the most part. So we'll have plenty of people to help watch Emmett just for a couple hours, so we can get a date night or something. We've only gone out twice by ourselves without Emmett since we've had him. The first time was, he was exactly a week old, and the second time was the wedding that we went to a couple weeks back. yeah, sorry, my thoughts are kind of all over the place. This was just on a whim. Justin went for a walk, left the camera, and here I am. Yeah, so it'll be a good thing moving there. I am very excited to get to stay home with him, and be closer to my family. Justin gets along really well with my family. They really like him, so that's also a plus. In fact, my dad called, once we told him that it was final, he called me like that same day and was like, oh, would Justin want to help me cook lobsters on this day for some charity event, and then there's a brew fest the following weekend, and like all, and we can go golfing, and we, all this stuff that him and Justin can go do. So he's pretty excited that we'll be out there, and all the grandparents and the great grandparents are excited to have little Emmett out there for a couple years, to see him grow up. So it'll be nice. I have 2 really good friends that live out there, so I don't know. I am excited, and at the same time, I'm sad to leave San Diego. I've made some really good friends here, and, we have zoo passes, and we're 3 miles from the water. Last night, we went down to Scripps Beach, and Justin took pictures of, like, the sunset and some other stuff, and it was really sad, knowing, like, that's one of the last times it will technically be residents of San Diego, and watching the sunset. It was really pretty, really peaceful. The weather's wonderful. There's just so many great things about this place. And it's funny that when we first moved here, we hated San Diego. I shouldn't say hated it, we just preferred Orange County. But now that we've been here for 2 years, I can't believe it's been 2 years, we really like it. So I started packing up the apartment today, and holy crap, we have a lot of stuff. I thought it was going to be like this quick, oh, bam, couple boxes, we're good to go. Oh no, it's going to be, I think, a lot more than that. So just going through stuff, figuring out what we need, what we don't need. There's a lot of stuff that we don't need for sure. So yeah, other than that, as far as Emmett's progress, he's been smiling at us a lot every day. He does his little jibber jabber. We've heard him laugh a couple times. I'm hoping that'll start happening more. His little hands are opening up. They're not so tight into fists. He actually grabbed these blinds the other day, and it's funny because I was like, Justin, he's grabbing the blinds, like, how cute. And I thought, how cute. And in a couple months, we're going to be like, stop grabbing the blinds, stop grabbing everything. But as of right now, it's fun little steps to get there. I don't know if we did a vlog after he got his shots, but he had his 2-month shots a few weeks ago. That was really bad. Actually, he did okay. He screamed a bit. I think I cried more than he did. But I picked him up, held him like 20 seconds into holding him. He calmed down, and he was fussy though for like 4 days straight. So that was really tough. The doctor said it may just be that one night, and it wasn't. It was like 4 nights. But he's been really good. Other than that, like during the daytime, he's been really fun. I've been reading to him, and he's been a little more content with me setting him down on stuff, so he's not constantly like me constantly having to hold him to keep him from crying. He is still sleeping in the bed with me, which in turn Justin sleeps on the couch, so we've got to get that fixed. He doesn't have a bed here, which is a problem, or his own room or quiet space, so I'm really looking forward also to going to my mom's because he will have his own room. His crib is there, and we're going to start trying to get him to sleep in his own bed. It's going to be really hard. I'm sure there'll be a few nights where we have to listen to him cry it out, but I've been doing a lot of research and getting a lot of opinions from other people on how best to do that. He'll be 3 months a week from tomorrow, so he knows when he cries we pick him up. He's a smart little cookie. So anyway, that's about all I have tonight. I'm gonna go work on my blog, and Justin and Emmett should be back soon. So, by the way, I really appreciate you, Justin, for taking him out and doing these walks. It gives me a little break, and it's probably some good bonding time for you guys. So, anyway, see you later.